What is up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will probably be working up with this form, and then we're going to be working up with like if someone has submitted this button, then we have to basically update the post. Okay, so this will be like that. So you can see that we have a post title, a post content, and we have this image and everything. So now you can see this should not be empty. This should not be empty, and this keywords can be empty if it wants. So we have two requirements. Post title should not be empty. Post content should not be empty. Okay. And then we have two conditions that will be said that if the post image is updated, we will update the image. If the image is not updated, we will not update the image. So we have basically two conditions inside our submit condition. Okay. So let's just go ahead and let's work with it. And then you will understand what I'm actually trying to say. Okay. You can see that I just come up here and you can see that our form is totally done. And here is our submit things that is working. So we basically want to work with the post title. We're going to leave the post title. Okay. Then we have to work up with the post category. We don't have to work up with the post category. So we'll just come up here and we'll remove this post category here. Then what we have to do, we have to work up with the content and keyword. We don't have to work with the post author because the author is the copyright. And if any other author has published this post, this is my thing that I don't have to leave his copyright. Okay. If he has published this post, then his author ID must be there. Okay. So I'm just gonna we are not gonna basically edit the author. And then like this, we're not gonna work with the date of this since we are going to show the date of publishing date. Okay. That is why we will show it. If you actually want to just show the date of being updated, like when this post was updated. So if you actually want to show the date for that as well, then you can definitely do that. But since I don't want to update this date, that is why I don't want to update this. And since you guys do know about the SQL query, that is why you guys do know that if you actually want to go ahead and you want to add anything in the SQL query, you can definitely do that. But since I'm not allowing the date, that is why I'm not gonna add this here. We are only working with the title, content, keywords, and the image. Okay, so you can see this is right here. First of all, we go ahead and we check if the above fields are empty. Okay, so if the above fields are empty, we're going to basically send the user back to new post.php with a message empty fields. Okay, but we're not going to be using header function here. Okay, we're going to be using just like a script function here, which is called the JavaScript function, and we're going to be using that function only. Just the reason for that is because this header function will not work because we are already just like this is a while loop and there is already something going on. So we are already just echoing something. That is why this header function will not work. And there is an option that this header function may not work, but the data will be updated. Okay, so just to prevent, we will be going ahead and we will be working up with the echo thing. But let's just leave the header right now. Okay, I'm actually going to show you why the header function does not work, and then we're going to be moving up with the JavaScript function. So you can see that this is right here. And now what we have to do, we have grabbed the post title, we have grabbed the post content, and we have grabbed the post keywords. And these are the updated things that the user enters there and then he submit basically. Okay, and we're going to change this submit button to actually update. Okay, let's come up here and let's save it. And let's go down and you can see that we have for the checking if the above fields are empty. And then we have to go and we have to use one more thing. And that is like if the file is actually uploaded here in the form, then we have to just update the file as well. If the file is actually not uploaded, then we don't have to upgrade the file. We just have to work. Okay, so sometimes user may have two options, like he want to change title, he want to change content, and he want to change these keywords, or the other option can be like he also want to change the image. So if he wants to change the image, then we will change the image. If he don't want to change the image, we will not change the image. So how can we do that? We can if the user don't want to change the image, okay, he will not upload the file. He will just make the changes and he will submit. And if the user wants to change the image, then he will upload a new file and he will submit. So these are the two options. Okay, so these options we will be defining them right here. So what we have to do basically is that we have to write an if condition. Okay, and we have to say that if the user has actually uploaded the file in the form, okay, then we will work with this different thing, else we will work up with different thing. So what we have to do, we just have to call a function that is called is_uploaded_file. So this is an official function by PHP, and you can see if you just go to the PHP manual, you can just get this function. Okay, this is basically used to return whether the file was uploaded via HTTP post or not. Okay, so just come up here and just say is_uploaded_file, And in this function, you basically have to give one parameter, and that parameter is basically going to be the file temporary location. So our file temporary location is basically file temporary name. And what does the file variable hold? File variable holds this full thing. So what we have to do first, we have to write this full thing. Okay, and then we have to write temporary name here. Okay, and now you can see what I'm doing. First, I say $files file temporary name. Does it have any uploaded file? Okay, so if it have, then we will work with like user wants to update the file too. Okay, else user don't want to update the file. And you can see this is right here. So now what we basically have to do is that we have to work up with the user want to update the file. So if the user want to update the file, we will work up with all the file things that we have here. And then we will be working up with the SQL, and then we will be moving forward. If the user don't want the file, then we will only use the SQL condition. Okay, you will only use the SQL condition, and then we will just update post title, post content, and post keywords. Okay, so these are the two exceptions here. So let's just work for this isn't the score uploaded file this. Okay, like if user wants to update the file. So here we have to go ahead and we have to copy everything that we have in here. Okay, till this bracket. Okay, till this bracket, just go ahead and just copy and basically cut this. Okay, and now what you have to do, you have to paste it here. So this, remember, this bracket is for the if is set bracket. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let's paste it here. And now you can see that you will be able to actually work with this. So since you can see that this is actually just like this is here and the indentation is actually wrong. So I'm just going to grab it from here till this bracket, and I'm going to say that it should be right here. Now you can see it's totally accurate, and now you can see what I am doing. So if I just zoom out a bit, okay, then you can see from this till this, you're actually working up with the file thing. Okay, and after this, we're actually working up with like if the user have not uploaded the file. So I don't have to explain you about this. I don't have to explain you about these things. I don't have to explain you about these and everything that we have in here. I have to explain you about this SQL only, because you can see that when the file is uploaded, we will just upload it to the destination, and then we create another variable for the database destination, which is going to be this, and then we just move the uploaded file to the destination, which is right here, and then we just insert the data. So we have to basically go ahead and we have to work with the SQL query. Okay, because we have to not use the insert into post, except we have to use update post. Okay, because we are updating something. Okay, so what we'll be using, we'll be saying update. Okay, they'll write here update post. Okay, update post set post underscore title. Since we are working up with the title, content, keywords, and the image in this particular thing, okay? And then in the last one, we will be working with the title, content, and keyword only. Image will not be included. So let's come up here and let's work with the SQL. Update post, set post underscore title is equals to whatever the title we want to add, okay? Then we're gonna write a comma, okay? Then we have to write post underscore keyword is equals to keyword will be here, then write a comma, then we have to write post underscore content, okay, and in here we can write is equals to, then post underscore content will be here, then we have to write another comma, and then we have to write here post underscore image is equals to, and here is going to be the image database destination, okay, which will be updated destination. Okay, and this you can see that we've got the post title, post keywords, post content, post image. And now what we have to do, we just have to write here where ID, not ID, this is going to be post underscore ID, where post underscore ID is basically is equals to the ID that we have selected here. If I just go ahead and I just see this post ID. Okay, so this is going to be post ID, which is grabbed from the user here. Okay, so let's just come up here and let's get the ID, which is $post underscore ID, and I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to say this is right here. So where post underscore ID is basically is equal to this. So it's going to look for the post ID, and then it's going to update the post title, post keyword, post content, and post image. So for the post underscore title, we have to go ahead and we have to write the post underscore title. Okay, for the post underscore keywords, we'll say $post underscore keywords. For the post underscore content, we will say $post underscore content. And for the post underscore image, we will look for the image that the user has uploaded, and we will say DB destination. Since I've already told you about this, why we use the destination here, this, and why we use the DB destination here, this. Okay, you guys already know about it. That is why I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to just come up here, and I'm going to paste it here. So now you can see that we have got our query ready. And now if basically our query is set and everything is done, then we will go ahead and we will say post updated. Okay. That's all we have to do. Okay, else it's gonna just say error. Okay, in the post.php. So in the post.php, there should be an error. Else, user don't want to update the file. So if, let's suppose that user don't want to update the file, then what we have to do basically is that we have to write an SQL, and that SQL is going to be exactly same like this, except this SQL will not have the post image. So what we have to do, we just have to copy this everything what we have in here, and we have to paste it, and we don't need the post image here only. Okay, we have to remove the post image. We just have to update the post title, keywords, and content. And now what we have to do, we have to run this query. We're gonna just run this, and we're gonna say copy. So if basically it runs, we're gonna say message post updated, else we're gonna say error. Okay, let's just come up here and let's come up here and let's just paste it here. So you can see basically, oh my God. If basically the connection runs and this SQL statement that we have in here runs, okay, then it's gonna say post updated and the post.php, else it's gonna say error. Okay, let's just go ahead and let's work with it. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to see, and let's see if header works or not. So if header works, we will just use the header function. If header does not work, we will use a script function. Let's just come up here, let's come up here, and let's refresh. Okay, fortunately, we don't have any error here. You can see that I just come up here and I say that iPhone X Plus may not be released. And let's suppose that iPhone X Plus is going to release. So I'm just going to say iPhone X Plus will be released on 12th September. Okay, and I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to say update. And there we go. You can see it says cannot modify header information. Okay, so it's just giving us the error, but let's see if actually our database is done or if our database has actually updated everything. If I just go ahead and I just refresh, then you can see it has also not done the thing. If I just go ahead and I just come up here, and you can see it's right here. If I just go ahead and I just edit, iPhone X Plus have been released. I just go ahead and I just update, and you can see it says this thing, and this is actually not working. So if I just go ahead and I just remove this header, okay, I just say echo updated. Let's come up here, let's refresh, and now let's go ahead and let's say iPhone X Plus will be released on 12th September. On line 90. So on line 90, we're actually getting an error. Okay, we are getting an empty field. Okay, we have actually messed up with something. And you can see that we are saying that if empty post category, you can see that we are actually working with the post category, and post category we are not including. So this means that post category is empty. So what we have to do, we just have to go ahead and we have to remove this post category from here. And now we have to come up here and we have to work with this thing. Okay, I'm just gonna come up here and you can see that it was not working because the post category was here, and you can see that we're not accepting the post category. Then how would it be something there in the post category? Okay, so now what we basically have to do is that we have to now come up here and let's just add the header here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna write header. Okay, and same thing I'm just going to be using because I want to show you that how header works. Okay, and I'm going to use this thing basically for just the header. Okay, I just go and I just paste it and I just save it, and I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to say, let's suppose that I come up here and I say iPhone X Plus will be released on 12th September. I just hit update, and you can see it says cannot modify header information. Headers already sent by output stated at this. Okay, so now if I just go ahead and I just refresh this page, you can see that actually my title is updated. Okay, if I just go to all post, you can see that actually my title is updated, but header was not working. Okay, so these are the things that basically conflict something. So if header is not working, you will go ahead and you will use the JavaScript. Okay, so if you can see S9 plus will no longer have waterproofing. If I just go ahead and I just edit this, okay, I just want to just change the image. Let's suppose I want to change the image. I want to use this image. Okay, I just go ahead and I just hit update. And you can see it says cannot modify the header information. But if I just go ahead, you can see this was the image before and I just changed the image. If I just come up here, you can see that here as well, I also have the S9 plus will have no waterproofing. So the images are changing, but the headers are actually not working. Okay, I'm just going to use the previous image that was used before, and I'm going to hit update, and I'm just going to refresh. And you can see that the image is here, but the headers are not working. So what we will do for the header, we will use the JavaScript here. And how we're going to use the JavaScript, let me just show it to you. So wherever we have the headers, okay, wherever we have the headers, we're going to change them. First, we have to change them for the empty fields. Let's just come up here and let's say echo. And the header for the JavaScript is with the window.location, okay. Let me just confirm it. Since these things, JavaScript, I've not done from like, it's been like 2 weeks more than that. And so we always forget these things. So you can definitely go ahead and you can say redirect JavaScript or anything. You can just search it on Google because these codes are not for the remembering. Okay, if I just go ahead and I just open this up, you can see that here you will definitely get this, and this is right here, window.location. Okay, so we're gonna just copy, come up here and just paste it. So I'm just gonna come up here and I'm gonna write here this thing. And in here, since I'm writing this JavaScript, that is why I'm going to use script/script. And I'm going to say window.location is equals to, and in here, I'm going to say that window.location is going to be this thing. Okay, so I'm going to say window.location is going to be this thing. I'm going to copy this location. I'm going to paste it here. And you can see this is right here. Since I don't want the user to be there in the empty fields, I just want the user to be going back to the post.php with the empty field message. So I'm just going to remove this header right now. Okay, because we don't need header. If header is not working, we will not use it. No problem. Okay, go down and work with the just go ahead and just copy this actually echo statement, and we have to go down where the header is. You can see the header is right here, so we're going to just come up here and we just have to paste this statement, and we have to basically copy this link and we have to paste it right here. Okay, just paste it right here and then go ahead and remove the header. So I hope that you guys can see what I'm actually trying to do and you guys can understand too. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to copy for the error. And you can see that if error occurs, I basically need to copy the error location here. So error location is basically going to be post.php question mark message is equals to error. And now I'm going to change the header location. Okay, and if the error is there, then I actually need an exit function that the program will not run after this. Okay, so I have to do this. It's not necessary, the program will not run, definitely, but still, if you just do add it, it's a good thing. Okay, now what we need this echo again. Come up here, and after this, just paste it, and just go ahead and just say message, copy the message, come up here, and paste it. And now just go ahead and just remove this header from here. Okay. Same like this, you have to go down and you have to copy this echo statement here and just paste it down below this header file. Okay, copy the location and paste it right here in these inverted commas, and then just remove the header. So now you can see what we are actually doing. instead of using the header, we are actually using the JavaScript tag that is window.location. Okay, so if the JavaScript tag runs, we will actually redirect the user. Okay, same like this, we have to use this echo here. And we're going to say this thing, and we're going to just copy this statement here, this location here, and I'm going to just add this location right here. Okay, and I'm going to say that I don't need header. You can see this is right here. Same like this, these echo statements should also be there in our these thing. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to copy. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to paste. And I'm going to paste it here. And I'm just going to copy this thing. Copy. Come up here, and where this new post is there, I'm just going to add this. And I'm going to remove this header. Okay. And now what we have to do, we have to use this second one. And I'm going to just come up here and I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to use that if someone has this, then I'm going to redirect him to the message dot PHP with a message. Now let's go ahead and let's see if basically it works or not. Let's suppose that I change the keyword, which is S9 plus will no longer have waterproofing. Okay, I changed this to lol. Okay, I just go ahead and I just hit update. And you can see it says all post updated. Okay, I'm just going to go to S9 plus will have no waterproofing. And you can see that it's not changed. So the reason why it's not changed is because I think we have messed up something. Post underscore key. Okay, you can see that what we have done here is that we are actually getting the post title instead of the post keywords. Okay, we need to get the post keywords, not the post title. Okay, so this is the mistake that we have done. And now if I just go ahead and I just save it, and I just come up here and I just refresh and I just say here lol. Okay, I just hit update. And there we go. You can see it just sends me back. And now if I just go ahead and I just open this up, you can see that I get the keyword lol here. Okay, so the keywords are working, everything is working. I can definitely change the image, and I can just go ahead and I can change the content as well. I'm going to write hello world, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update it. And you can see that here I'm definitely we can have the content here. If I just go ahead and I just edit it up, you can see that here I do get the hello world content. But since I need the lorem ipsum, that is why I just want to go to the ipsum tag. And I will just get, so you can see, I'm just going to go and I'm going to copy, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to just paste it right here. And now what I have to do, I have to just hit update, and you can see it says post updated. And if I just go ahead and I just open up the post that we edited actually, which is right here, and you can see now it post has this. So our edit post functionality is totally up and running. And in the next video, we basically have to work up with the delete functionality. So delete functionality is very easy. We just have to use the anchor tag. And with the anchor tag, we have to use the confirm return thing. And then we have to create a delete.php with like, if the role is admin, then delete the post. Otherwise, don't delete the post. Okay, so we have to do that thing. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. And in the next video, we'll probably be working up with the delete functionality. And you guys can definitely do that. Please go ahead and just try it at least, and you will definitely do that. Okay, so stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye.